Hello everyone, we're in Hyde Park and you may have seen the announcements that Love Live School Idol Festival 2 will be releasing its global version sometime in February, but then will be closing its services on May 31st, which is completely bewildering and very surprising announcement considering that, well, imagine announcing, in fact you don't even have to imagine it, they announced the end of service date before they even announced a release date for the global version. That's just completely bewildering and just like, seriously, like what the hell is going on there? And that's the big question here, because Love Live is is a big franchise, it makes lots of money, but for some reason, somehow, this game, Love Live School Idol Festival 2, just completely bombed. I knew that it had a poor reception, but I didn't know that it was so bad that even the Japanese version is closing down after just 1 year, and that they had to announce something like this. This is completely historic. This will not just be memed on for years to come, but this is a big example of in gaming that such a thing could possibly happen like this. And it's just so surprising because it is a huge franchise, and I wasn't really following the game's development. It was just Twitter. It was whatever I could see on Twitter is from what I gathered from the poor reception of it. But this is a great. I think this intrigues me because it's a great case study of something just completely, utterly failing like this, and it makes me wonder exactly not just about the game itself, but which business decisions exactly went on behind the scenes to make this disaster happen. Because if you don't know, the franchise had two mobile games before this. So there was the original School Idol Festival in 2013 and then All Stars in 2019, and they also both shut down before the release of this, assumedly to reduce the competition with their own games. I believe they're all published by Bushiroad, so yeah, that's the reason. And you might be wondering why they released a global version. I don't know either, but people speculate it's because of contractual obligations, and we're not going to step in that area. Contractual obligations, they had to do it. So there's that, and just I don't have that much of a stake in it because I didn't play the previous two games either, but because it's a series that I've invested my time in since May 1st, 2016, that date, which is the same day as Kalen's birthday, as I said in my Love Live Superstar video. It just strikes me as it strikes me personally in that sense, also because of the scale of the franchise. Just how could this possibly happen? And I'm really curious about it because also, for example, I have a degree in marketing, so I picked a degree because I was actually interested in the subject. So from a marketing perspective now as well, after this announcement, the subsequent tweets that they've made, with the Ellie promotional video and the Umi promotional video on TikTok, the replies are just people clowning on the recent announcement because, of course, they deserve it. They deserve it. You don't have to care about the company. Of course, it's sad that the artists and everything worked hard to make this game, and of course, I believe that the franchise. There's a lot of smoke now. It's coming from the. Obviously, I believe the franchise is good on its creative merits, obviously. So, wow, I'm just gonna stop and just look at that. Look at the birds flying. This is a really nice area, to be honest. It's kind of distracting, but moving on. Moving on is actually the next topic, because I understand that people invest in the series and they want this game to succeed and they want a new game, they want to keep playing rhythm games, especially after this previous game's shut down. But personally, since I don't have a stake in the mobile games, I don't really care about the mobile games. I'm much more focused. In fact, my focus is on the anime itself, and then soon the console games, which I haven't played yet. So I mentioned, for example, previously, Yohane the Pahelion, Sunshine in the Mirror, the anime, so I have to watch that and then play the two console games, which I have, I don't know, I have the second one, but the first one's here. So that's the one things I care about much more, but it is just interesting on a personal level, but also personally, there's this factor about how much do you care about the company itself? Because at the end of the day, the people that lose out on this really is the company, is the money that they lose from it. And normally you would say, I would say as well, like the fans, and they do lose on it, but personally I'm pretty used to the idea of like not being attached to certain places and certain things. And for me, like, I believe that, even if Love Live died tomorrow, which I don't want to happen, like, it doesn't take away anything from what was already made. And like, there's plenty of other franchises I could possibly jump to, like Bang Dream, which seems healthy, and like Takaaki Kidane, the producer, said like he wants it to last for as long as, like, he wants it to be like Gundam, so I'm sure it will last longer. But like, there's all this other stuff that I have other interests, so it's like this Bang Dream, Movie Starlight, Evil DJ, all those other games that like I could possibly like move on to as well. But of course I understand like investment and stuff, but just I guess something that's just something about me, like, that I'm able to like, it's not really good or bad. It's good in the sense that, it's good not to get too attached, like too demanding, because like if a sequel to something I like comes out, that's good news. But like generally, I'd like to see a sequel, but like Haruhi, for example, Haruhi, yeah, like I would like a season 3 to be made, but if season 3 is never made, then it's not like I'm like, oh no, I don't blame like Kadokawa or anyone for it. Well, not one. Companies aren't people. Anything for it, like, it just didn't happen because of reasons. And like, that's it. Like, there's other stuff I can move on to, other things I can look at, and like, anime won't end anytime soon. So like, there's comfort to me in that I can I'm able to do that. But of course, it is sad, but at the same time, like, I think I've communicated the point already. But another question I want to ask, but the thing is, will I still play it? Should you still play the game? And the answer is, well, you should definitely, absolutely not spend any money on it whatsoever, because this is a complete, total cash grab. And like, someone asked Gacha Gaming, they said like, they said something akin to like, not even EA will do something like this, and that's when that's something that this poster says something here meant what they said. Like, this complete total cash grab. So don't spend any money on it. Don't spend any money on it whatsoever. Instead of spending money on it, you should spend money to take a bus to a park and enjoy the water. That's what you should do instead of it. And plus also play the game at the park. That's also an option. But the thing is, I did say it was an historic event, and for that reason, I actually probably will play it anyway. Not because I want to spend like money on it, but like because I won't get any other chance to play this game, and like I want to also find out myself about like what exactly about this game went wrong. Will I even notice that because I haven't played the other two? Like, what I think about it, and like how does that relate to like the rest of the franchise? Because I also want to, because I tend to focus on like anime and stuff, but like in terms of all these like different franchises, I also want to like take more consideration to the other pieces of media out there, and just like broaden my understanding of them. And I think that's just important for my personal curiosity. Also just seeing like how they all link and how all the different medias in the media mix. I still haven't watched that Haruhi video by Pause and Select. I really should, or should read that book by Mark Steinberg, which I started reading, but I've said no fiction or no more non-fiction books for now, apart from ones I already have, which include I don't pay enough attention to what's on my phone. I should highlight all these. I should highlight the docs, really. It's good. I encourage you to go outside. I touched grass earlier. It's good, yeah. But yeah, anyway, I won't talk about the game in publicly either, because I don't want anyone to spend money on it. And yeah, let's see what happens.